I think a lot of women are so beaten down with what you're supposed to be doing, which is having a job and minding your kids, that going outside of that and building something incredible for yourself is going to be frowned upon. It's masculine. For instance, we get called masculine all the time. We get called masculine all the time. You're so masculine. All you care about is money. Or that they're just in the kitchen, they're masculine. I'm thinking, I'm in the kitchen cooking and chatting to my friend. Where's the, like, what could be masculine about that?
Because we had the narrative of men being intimidated by successful
women.
That's
because they're saying that we're masculine.
Now, where do you think that intimidation comes from? So why would you say that men can say that women are where does that idea come from when women say, that men are intimidated by them? So would you say that men are intimidated by successful women?
I've heard it personally.
No, that's not your experience.
No, not my experience.
So you would say that, would you say that you've met a guy, maybe he's seen your setup, or know what you do, and do you think he's been kicked back by it and kind of, so that means he's intimidated then?
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's like, but only the ones that should be. Someone that shouldn't be intimidated isn't, because they're just not going to be. They have their own presence, they have their own motion. So it's only the ones where they're like, I like that over there, but that's looking like a bit too much.
Could my confidence, let's say I'm on 40k, could my confidence be enough to barge through that door?
You'd have to ask yourself
that. Wait for a moment, maybe.
Can my confidence, can I be a confident brother who's an average guy and still push through that door? And I don't mean sexually.
No.
But eventually sexually though,
I think it depends if he's a go-getter. I love a go-getter. I'm a bit of a...
That doesn't last, it won't last.
How? How can he not?
So if he's on,
no, but he's striving for it. Let's not go back there to the kitchen.
He didn't say he was striving.
Oh, he's not. He's not striving. Okay, I like to create this.
He's doing
confident.
He's not. He didn't say. He just said he's on 40k and he did that face and he's confident.
No.
It can't. How can it last?
Yeah,
you can't sustain. You can't. You can come home confident every day. What's that gonna do for me? I'm confident by myself.
A woman will lose respect for a man eventually for him.
Yeah.
They would lose respect.
I agree. To an extent, I agree. And I think it's a sad place to be in because, as I said, you ladies are striving and you should. And I don't think anyone should make you dim your light for them. You should never undermine or underplay what you do. Yeah. You know, I remember my sister was doing well and she was dating one guy before she got married, and she didn't want to tell the guy that she was a lawyer.
What?
She didn't want to tell him that because she was a barrister. Yes. But she didn't want to say that because of what the connotations that comes with. Barrister in your head thinks doing well, educated.
That's the wrong man there. Well, obviously she married
someone else, but I think it's hard for you look. I end it like you lot are striving and being, especially being self-employed. Yeah. You know, because sometimes people think you've got all the time in the world when you don't. You don't. For some reason,
someone that does a 9 till 5, they do not get it. I've tried. You don't get it that I've got to swing my laptop or suddenly at 1 in the morning. They're actually confused, and that's what I said. I said it in the last episode. I don't want a guy that does a 9 till 5. I'd rather someone that is in business. And I'm not saying their business has to be fully set up or anything, but they're striving for it all, just like I am.
Okay, so let me break it down. So the 9 to 5 thing isn't about the money, it's about the mindset.
Yeah, see, he just got my wording. See, I don't know how to name things. He's got it, because I'm attracted to the mind. See, there's men on Snap that send me money, like they'll show me their money, they feel like the watch alone's it don't do nothing for me. And they're so confused. And they might naturally see me with things and think, yeah, I'm gonna take her to like, do you wanna go here? All of those places. But actually, I like to meet for a coffee first. Because I'm not sitting across a table doing myself up fully. I don't know you. I need to catch a vibe first. So I think they're quite shocked sometimes that I'm like, I'd rather meet you for coffee or breakfast very casually before I say I'm going to do the most for you.
She doesn't look like what
she loves a restaurant.
Okay, to go back to personal
Piranha,
So we're going to go back to
Piranha girls.
So we're going to go around to everyone else here. So let's go to personal branding. Now, if a guy is assuming that, if a guy is showing you he's leading with money, so he's showing his Rolex or showing trinkets of what he considers wealth to be, why do you think he does that to you? Let's go back to Ange now. Why do you think that? So we're going back to personal branding. Why? So how have you branded yourself maybe men assume
I can answer it.
that they've got to do that. Then we're going to move on to Kelly.
We see.
I can answer it for her.
He's on his hinge like this.
Yeah, he does. And they go like this. They have the wrangle, yeah, and they've got the ring.
Don't get
and
me
they've
wrong,
got the
I
car.
like a well-dressed guy.
Hinge, hand, face,
Running
rolling.
and holding the money.
Mercedes Benz, steering wheel.
Porsche. I can tell you
Why do you
why.
think guys lead with?
I can tell you.
Why do you think some men think they need to lead with that?
I can
Because
tell
it
you.
looks like I've got money, I guess.
Because
Or, let's say,
Andrea wants 10 chains around her neck.
Right.
Andrea goes online and says things like
I learned the
this.
rabbit,
If you,
yeah?
100%. If
You
you
can't
look
actually-
at Andrea's feed before branding, you will see she's not just doing the outfit, she's got the handbag here. If Andrea's got a brand on, you're gonna see that it's YSL. She's not doing quite luxury, she's doing like, they're just there like swastikas. They're just there, like they are there.
So I'm putting out. So I'm putting out.
So you're putting out.
But I like. No, but I like.
He's not bad. That's kind of like a joke I would make. That's like, hold on, you got jokes. She said like it's a sausage. You got. Hold on, let me. That's 10 out of 10 bats. That's my kind of dark humor. I don't know Kenny had bats. Cause no, I've seen him with a little, you know, the little bonnet on, doing a little headscarf diary kind of thing, and I get the jokes. But that was 10 out of 10. No, you're funny. No,
Okay, so you're saying.
I don't think women are funny, but you're funny.
Wow. And she's hilarious.
No, you got.
She
That
basically
was
called you a lifestyle babe.
10 out of 10. Somebody
I do like that.
She does like that stuff, so she's, look at you.
But doesn't mean that.
No,
I'm not saying I don't like a guy that is.
No, but
that
that's
has
what you're putting out.
things.
Remember, it's just that that's
But
what
it's
you're putting out.
just deeper
Yeah,
for me.
but it
I'm
doesn't
actually
look like
attracted
that.
to mine.
But that's why I remember he said
It
that.
doesn't.
wasn't
Yeah,
like on the
you're
surface.
right.
So she's putting out
The
that you
other
need
guy
to come
might
over
see
here
it.
with
The
your.
other guy might see it and be like, yeah, I
I
can't
can't
afford
deal
a
with
lifestyle.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
now let's move to Kelly now. So looking at Kelly objectively, so forget you know Kelly. So looking at how Kelly presents herself, let's look at the gram. 'Cause I think that's all of our marketing. All of our marketing stuff is on the gram.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking at Kelly, so try and take yourself outside of knowing Kelly. How would you say Kelly brands herself? So let's talk about Kelly on the business side, and let's say if someone's looking to date Kelly, what they think they're seeing from Kelly on her socials.
I think a light-hearted, friendly, outgoing, outspoken, but on the basis of certain things that Kelly talks about on, especially like stories, you know she's got standards.
Okay. So would you
Because
say
she
that-
educates a lot, and that means on like, Kelly got me into this water. Kelly will be like this, the pH
correct
levels,
pH
this the
level. I'm a
correct
nerd.
pH. She is a nerd, she eats very well. Do you see what I'm saying? So you will know that there's certain standards just by how she educates, how she speaks, on the basis of what she offers in your services as well. But then you can see that she's easygoing, light-hearted, and she still likes things. Hers might not be as loud, but she likes
What kind of
things.
man would you say, from what her profile shows, what kind of man would you say would approach her on social media?
No, top
And
10.
then-
No, they're top 10 because she's quite outgoing. And because I know her, it's hard. But I would still say Kelly will get a high caliber. She.
And when you say high caliber is what?
Other
As in
businesses,
to you ladies. So your definition of what high caliber is. Your definition.
Mine.
Yeah, as in,
Oh.
I work with you.
Let's get back. High caliber is usually business owners.
Be honest, please.
Be honest.
Be honest, please.
No, usually high caliber of if they're a 9 to 5er, they're C-suite. If they are in business, their business is fully fledged, it's running, it's doing well. They're generally in shape for the most part. That's who
In
comes
tune
over
with
here.
themselves.
Yeah,
Confident.
very extremely confident, but not
Extreme.
arrogant because I hate arrogant.
Okay, let's quickly explain this one. The difference between confident and arrogant. Now, I'm gonna skip Chiz for 1 second. Am I confident and arrogant to you, ladies?
You have both. Sometimes you are definitely arrogant.
Explain.
I said that before.
So you have you have because I know that you're credible,
Okay.
because I know what you do. I know that sometimes it doesn't even mean to be arrogant. I just know because I'm good. I can look from the outside. If I was looking in, sometimes I look at the things and say, "Why is this man chatting so much?" Like, why is he? Why does? And
Give me an
sometimes,
example.
sometimes it's almost condescending. It's like you're saying stuff, and you, even though you're educating them, it comes from a place of why don't they know this already? Do you get it? And it's probably, and it can come across like that because you've known it for so long.
Is it the way I'm
delivering it? And I have a problem with delivery also. She definitely has a problem with delivery.
So are you saying arrogant in when I'm talking about something?
Yes.
So when I'm talking about maybe business,
yes,
it could come across arrogant in that sense.
If someone's sensitive, to me it's not arrogant because I usually know what you're talking about, and if I don't know, it's like, oh, that was a good bit of info. To an outsider, it could be like, he's just talking and throwing this stuff out there, and he expects us to know this, so they're gonna perceive it as arrogant. I just think you're confident. You're good at what you do.
What's the fine line between, as a woman looking at a guy, what is the fine line between confidence and arrogance? So where's the middle ground where, okay, he's treading the line, but we like it? Because I think women like a bit of arrogance.
Absolutely.
But then when is it too much?
When it's actually condescending.